Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Lance impressed by Wolfe County, down early, but clawed right back, took the lead, but Maggart made him pay at the end with a 3-pointer to tie this game up.
Yeah, they did. They played tough to get back in it, but like you said, too many second chances there right before the quarter ended. I think the Lady Bulldogs got a couple offensive rebounds, and like you said, Maggart made them pay. And we're all tied up going into the second quarter.
My question, can any more people get into the Eagles' nest tonight?
I tell you what, they're already packed in here like sardines. I don't know if they could fit any more or not, but there's Miller on the 3-point attempt. She misses, but Banks cleans it up. Hits it out to Kidd, out to Miller. Now she's looking for Wright.
All dumped down. And Miller recovers shot, no good.
And Hazard, the Lady Bulldogs, Maggart clears it. She's going to push it up the floor. Finds, beautiful pass to number 11 there.
Abby Maggart with the catch.
Eldridge.
Eldridge with the, yes, Eldridge, the pass, Maggart
good pass, and Eldridge finishes it kind of acrobatically as she was falling out of bounds.
Like we said last, we're in the second row here. We got a obscured angle.
Yeah, trying to watch her monitor as well as the live action as Miller gives it up to Kidd. She drives, dumps it down low.
Oh, and she is fouled by number 15. That's Brooklyn Cornett, as number 22, Banks, will go to the free throw line. And foul trouble is getting to be a problem here now for Hazard, as Banks shoots free throws at 66%. Free throw, no good.
No good on that first attempt. She hit 1 or 2 the first time. Let's see if she holds true.
Score 15-13.
Second shot is good.
15-14 now. Hazard up by 1. As Maggart walks it up the court. And she's going to face Kidd on the top of this zone defense.
Gets it inside the caudal out to Eldridge. And I didn't see the call. I think she was fouled.
Maybe Bailey Wright, her first team foul. That is Wolfe County's second, as
Naomi Noble checks in.
As Wright takes a break. So foul trouble now starting to be an issue, as Maggart will trigger the ball in. Maggart takes her time.
Gets it to Cornett. To Ramey. To Maggart now. Maggart.
50,
drives
and
and
she's
fouled
on a jump shot. Those fouls going to be on, let's see.
Waiting for the official's call. That Banks?
I think so.
22.
Maggart free throw, got it.
Got it.
Maggart, the top player of the 14th region, transfer from Knott Central. What a pickup for Hazard.
Yeah, she's really brought together this young team, and here they are with the winning record. and making it to the 14th region tournament. 17-14, Hazard leads the Lady Wolves. And picked her dribble up way. Smith's trap. Stolen by Maggard. She's going to lay it up and in.
That pressure and that trapping defense is going to give Wolfe County problems. As Smith dribbles up the court, Wolfe County trails by 5 now. Banks to Noble with use the backboard. We talked to her dad pregame, Lance. He was confident,
nervous,
but nervous but confident.
Yes.
As Maggard shakes and bakes, she shook
up to Ramey now. He'll drive, and she was stripped by Banks.
Good hands by Banks to strip her without fouling.
And
it's off.
Hazard.
Even better play. And here comes that full court pressure now. As Smith
covered up by Eldridge.
She works on Eldridge. Smith over to Kidd.
Inside to Banks, who gives it to Naoma Noble. She'll drive.
And she's fouled again. Aggressive play by Naoma.
They called a charge. I just seen it. I don't know about that one.
But that was a questionable call here from our advantage, Lance, according to the monitor here. But it's a bang call. 19-16. Wolfe trails by 3. Maggard with the basketball. 5:40 to play here in the first half of the opening game of the 14th Region Girls Basketball Tournament here in Hyden, Kentucky. We do want to thank each and every one of you all for tuning in to 97.3 and also our YouTube channel.
Ramey jumper no good. Cornet couldn't handle it. I think it's going to stay Hazard ball, though. I think it was out on Banks.
3-point lead by Hazard. 5:24 here to play here as Hazard will trigger the ball in. That's Maggard as the official shifts her where the ball was out of bounds at. Over in the almost in the corner as Maggard takes her time. Good defense by Wolfe County. Gets it into Eldridge.
Eldridge with it. Back to Maggard now. She's going to drive. No. Pulls it back out. Tried to dump it. Eldridge, but tipped by Banks, and Cornet misses. Gets her on rebound. Just could not put it in. The young lady misses a couple down low.
Noble with the power rebound. Banks with the catch, and she's fouled again. A physical game here at the Richard M. Nixon.
Banks was like a wide receiver, double teamed, and still hauled it in, or double covered, I should say, and still hauled it in. And she's fouled, like you said, and go to the line. Shoot 2. Hazard still leads 19-16 with 5:02 left before the half.
Banks will have 2 as she eyes the basket. No good. She'll have 1 more. These free throws, Lance, no matter what type of game, you have to make them. Steve Deeks always says free throws. I say layups. You say rebounding, so.
There we go.
And she misses
both, but Noble got the rebound but walked. And we've got a timeout by Coach Howard, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 with more 14th Region Girls Basketball Tournament action.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric.
And Lady Eagles, and here we get ready to resume quarter number 2 as Ramey inbounds it to Eldridge, who gives it back to Ramey.
Belzec County is the host school of the Girls 14th Region Tournament. And here we go.
Maddie Framafall's back in for the Lady Bulldogs. I know Kahlo pulled it down, but stolen by Noble. Naoma Noble, she gives it up to Sarah Smith, brings it up the floor to Miller. Over to Banks. Back to Miller. She's going to shoot it and off the front of the rim, and it will be Hazard basketball.
Off of Smith's fingertips. Next game is going to be 7:45. Owsley taking on Letcher. Owsley I would say the number 2 team in the 14th region behind the host school, Leslie County.
Yes, yeah, the Lady Owls, a tough team.
And of course, tomorrow night is Knott versus Breathitt County at 6, and Leslie versus Estill at 7:45. And 16-19, Lady Wolves trail by 3 as Everidge the pass to Maggard.
Maggard with the 3, no good on that one, and rebound by Kenzie Miller. She'll bring it up the floor.
And good defense by Kidd. Over to Banks. Stolen away.
Maggard. And as Maggard fouled.
Hitting the head. No, always fouled. I guess Miller fouled Maggard.
Yeah, after
the steal.
Yeah. Her or Smith, I couldn't see the call, reached in and was tagged with the foul, but either way, it will be the Lady Bulldogs ball, and Ramey will inbound it to Maggard, who will bring it up the floor.
3:45 to go in the half as Maggard. High ball screen by Hazard. Maggard created some space. Shot.
Got it. Beautiful shot.
A nice screen by Hazard. Screen action. Freed her up, Lance, as Banks. As Smith with the basketball. Smith facing this zone over to Banks. Banks was up down to Noble. Noble winds down. Shot. No good.
There is a foul. Another foul on, I think that one's on Cornet maybe. Or no, number 23. Shelby Lewis.
17 foul for Hazard as Noble goes to the line. Noble shot.
Got the first one.
She'll have one more. Into the game is Wright as Miller takes a break. Coach Howard giving the instructions to his Lady Bulldogs. Noble will have one more. Noble misses that one. Rebound by Maggard, and here we go. Hazard off running. Oh,
beautiful
nice.
Beautiful pass to Eldridge, and she lays it in.
A perfect transition fast break. 24-17 now. Smith.
Kind of a back door like the bread and butter. Then Maggard hit Eldridge on that pass.
Flashes of Coach Jones from Powell County as Smith to Kidd has not scored yet.
No, inside the Banks, and she's going to lay it in.
One power dribble. Banks finds a seam in that zone, and she scores as Maggard dribbles up the court. 24-19 now, 2:40 to go. Maggard, she has very good ball handling skills.
She does, excellent player.
Like the basketball is on a yo-yo.
Ramey dumps it down low to Eldridge, and she's missed it. Gets her own rebound back out to Lewis, to Maggard. She's got Kidd on her, but
2:15.
Maggard. A little space.
And what's the call here? Kidd was playing great defense. Maggard couldn't. 5-second call?
I think so. That's
a 5-second call. You don't see that very often, but good defense by Kidd forcing that turnover. 2:10 to go. Hazard up by 5 here in the first round of the 14th Region Girls Basketball Tournament. We got a handoff to Banks.
With it, but she gives it up. Wright has it now. Tried to get it into Noble, but they telegraphed that pass. And here comes Maggard. She's running. Jump shot. Beautiful shot.
A big-time shot on the move.
19.
And Coach Brown has saw enough. 1:46 to go in the first half. It's 26 Hazard. 19 Wolfe County will take a 1-minute break. Rest of WJSN 97.3, your Pickle Mountain Sports. Another big-time shot.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
WJSN 97.3, King of Mountain Sports. Lance, a big-time shot on the move by Maggart. Proving why she's the top player in the 14th region. With moves like that, she will play at the next level.
She absolutely can. That was a beautiful shot. String music, as they said. I don't think it touched the rim. And here is Kidd with the Lady Wolves drive. Stumps it down low, but says it's going to stay Wolves basketball. I don't think maybe a little bit of a makeup there for Lady Wolves.
90 seconds to go.
We'll take it.
Wolfe County needs to score on this possession as Banks shot, not the shot Coach Brown wanted.
No, I don't think he
Noble again, a second time that she gets that rebound.
And she's fouled and puts it in, yes.
Naomi Noble has provided a spark off the bench, not only with her scoring, but her offensive rebounding. And 26-21 as Wolfe County needed that score, and they need this free throw too.
She gets it.
We got a sub in as Abigail Noble comes in. Kidd goes out. 26-22, has it up by 4. 1:20 to play here at the Eagles Nest, and here comes Maggart. Takes her time. She's facing Noble now. Naomi Noble.
She's going to drive. Gets it over to Lewis. To Eldridge. She'll fire it and connects. Beautiful shot by Eldridge.
And we, I think something on the floor there.
Yeah.
29-22 as I stoppage of play.
Yeah. 3-point basket by Eldridge on that one. Gets the lead back out to 7 for the Lady Bulldogs.
Is Hazard the sleeper of this tournament?
I would think so. Anytime you've got a player the caliber of Maggart, I think you've always got a shot. Banks, Ramey strips it. And it should be, is it still Wolf's ball, I do believe. Yeah, they retain possession.
Smith will trigger the ball in underneath her own basket.
Smith. Here Smith calls for the break.
A pick-to-picker offensive sets.
Gets it to Naomi Noble.
She's fouled again.
Yeah, I think
she charged this
time. She went in with the shoulder a little bit too much on that one.
Yeah, Lane just dropped her shoulder, went through a Hazard defender. 52 seconds to go as Maggart gets the basketball, still walking up the court. Hazard up by 7 here in the last seconds of this first half.
Maggart, no, not that time. It will not fall, but she had a good look. And here comes Abigail Noble. She'll give it up to Banks, who will drive and is fouled, I think, on her way to the basket.
It should go to the line. These free throws are now more than ever bigger. The clock is stopped. Wolfe County down by 7. Very important as she hits these free throws to close this gap. Free throw in and out. She'll have one more. As Kidd in, Naomi Noble goes out. The final, I think, 32 seconds. Yeah, 32.3 seconds.
And Banks, no good on that one. And here we go. The Maggart, she's going to push it. Banks, good defensive play inside to, that is 11. That is Maddie Fromfall.
Nice
the basket.
Nice pass by Maggart.
Yeah.
Banks on the wing. Over to, she's Miller thought about dump down to Banks. Half hook, shot no good.
Lewis clears it out to Maggart for Hazard. The corner.
Oh, she's fouled, no call. And that will do it at the end of the first half. It's Hazard 31, Wolfe County 22. Hazard 31, Wolfe County 22. We'll take a 9-minute break. This is WJSN 97.3 King of Mountain Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hazard will have possession of the ball starting the third quarter here. It's danger zone, Lance, for Hazard right now. They have to stop Hazard. Wolfe County's guys, danger zone for Wolfe County. Hazard has to, Wolfe County to stay in this game has to get a stop or several stops and some scores. They have to contain Maggard along the way. Hazard's in foul trouble. Wolfe County has several opportunities at the foul line to cut into this lead.
Right.
Did not take advantage. So we'll see the game plan from Coach Gary Brown here. 31-22. Hazard played a really good first half.
They really did. Maggard, of course, to work horse for the Lady Bulldogs, but she got some help from Eldridge and Ramey and some nice inside play from Hannah Caudle. So, like you said, this here, the Lady Wolves need to come out in this third quarter with the spark, some energy, and need to, start putting the basketball in the hoop, or they could see their season come to an end here tonight.
Hey, and here we go as Maggard, top of the key.
Gets it down low to, looks like that is Eldridge.
Oh, and she goes down. We got a foul, a block, maybe on Wolfe County. Let's see here.
Yeah.
And
they're going to
all right, a late call on that one. Coach Brown wants an explanation, and he is questioning the call, and it was a late call. A number 5 back into the game for Hazard, Maddie Frolic-Pfeffel. And here we go here, 7:47. We do want to thank Steve Neese for providing all the coverage here on WJSN on the YouTube page. And here we go.
Inside to Eldridge, out to Ramey. Back to Maggard, inside to Eldridge, and she'll drive again and score.
Got the ball deep inside, and she scores. She is dangerous that deep in the paint. 33-22 now as Kidd working on Maddie Frolic-Pfeffel. And here we go.
Banks could not convert, and Smith steals it from Ramey, gives it up to Banks, who
she has fouled her going to the rim.
Yeah, so
could have been a jump ball, but Wolfe County gets bailed out. 33-22, 7:16 here to go here at the second half of the first round, first game too of the 14th Region Girls Basketball Tournament. Banks having a hard time now at that free throw line.
Yeah, it seems like it's her pattern. She'll miss the first one, and then usually a connect on that second one, and she's off, and she has struggled tonight, and looks like maybe Caudle pushed off, maybe.
As Wolfe County will retain possession here underneath their basket. 33-22. Miller will trigger the ball in. Miller looking over
to Banks, to Smith.
Smith has been held scoreless tonight. Right. Kidd.
Smith had a nice game in the 55th District Championship with 13 points and 6 boards. Banks cleans up the miss and puts it home. 33-24 now.
A good tip by Smith to Banks. And Lance, the Noble girls off the bench has provided the spark. That was Coach Brown. I wouldn't wait a whole lot longer to get them girls back in, because they provided a big-time momentum switch as Banks with the block, with the dribble down the court, hands off the right, layup, no good. Rebound, no good.
No good, and Lady Bulldogs couldn't control the rebound. They were 3 of them there battling. They just couldn't hold on to the basketball. Caudle got down there too low when Banks with a nice block.
5:29 here in the third, 33-24. Hazard up by 9. That's Kidd. I'm sorry, that's Miller.
Miller gets it in to Banks. Overthrew her, and Maggard with the lay-in.
35-44. Miller into the front court, over the right. Right lets it fly. Shot no good. Rebound by Banks, and the putback's good.
Good by Banks. Banks is probably one of the most underrated players in the region, often never talked about, but she's a double-double person, does all the blue-collar work for the Lady Wolves. And Maggard with the runner, no good, gets her own rebound.
She's tied up by Kidd.
Jump.
It should be Wolfe County's basketball. Let's see what the possession arrow says.
Yeah.
Is it Wolfe County's?
Yeah.
Wolfe County's
like
basketball.
Abigail Noble's going to inbound the ball.
Abigail and Naomi Noble both in as Abigail triggers it in to Smith. Smith dribbled up the court.
She gets covered by Ramey.
Ramey
dumps it to Banks, and she's got a wide open lane, and she'll score.
Good dump down, good catch, good score, 35-28. Maggard gets the instructions from Coach Howard. Maggard, high ball screen by Hazard. She's trying to work on Noble. Goes side to side. Off to
Tropical inside the Cottle, and she scores. Nice pass.
Easy, simple, effective basketball by Hazard. Smith, cross-court pass over to Kidd. Back to Noble with the runner. No good.
Noble, Naomi, that is blocked, but gets her own rebound. Banks.
And she's going to be fouled by, I think, Cottle.
I think so. Yeah.
Her third team foul. Hazard's third foul as Banks will go back to the free throw line. Shot got it.
Got that. And Cornet's going to come in for Cottle probably.
37-29. 5 minutes even to go here in the third. Banks trying to cut into this lead.
She got both of them.
37-31. 4:58 to play. Or 37-30. Okay. As
Maggard gets it down low to Cornet. Off the backboard, no good.
And Noble goes down. She was pulled down. What's the call? Just a,
I think maybe a traveling call.
I didn't see the referee with the signal. Oh, up and under by Maggard. She gets Noble in the air and goes under. 39-30. Banks lets one fly, no good. Rebound by Smith.
Tried to get it to Noble and appeared to be off her foot, but they say it's Wolf's ball. So
last touch by Hazard. 4:25 to go in the third. 39-30. Smith.
It's tied up by Ramey.
As Noble brings that ball down low.
Yeah.
And she was tied up by Lance said by Ramey.
And it's going to be Hazard ball. Nice play by the Lady Bulldog, Autumn Ramey on that play.
39-30, 4 minutes, 4:15 to go. Maggard. They run that option off the top of the key.
Off the fall, no good. And Smith with the rebound. We got a foul. Yeah, the whole time.
Foul on that's their third, team's fourth. 39-30 here. 4:08 to play in the third. Smith
awful close to the sideline, but gets out of it. Abigail Noble drives, no good. Battles for the rebound, gets it to Banks. It's stripped, but Hannah Kidd comes away with it, and she misses.
And she goes down to the floor. The jump ball is the call. 3:48 as a substitution in for Hazard. That's number 23 for Hazard.
It's Shelby Lewis.
Shelby Lewis into the basketball game for the Lady Dogs. Coach Howard's done a tremendous job for Hazard in his first year. He's from Lawrence County.
He certainly has done a fantastic job.
Want to remind folks that the world famous Sports Talk will be on Thursday at 5:30 to about 6:45 on Thursday. At 39-30, 3:46 to go here in the third.
Ramey set the inbounder to Maggard. Once we get underway here, and here we go. Maggard's going to bring it up the floor for the Lady Bulldogs with Hazard leading this one 39-30, 3:35 left to play in the third. And here is Maggard. She gives it to Eldridge. Eldridge drives, puts it up, no good.
Banks, another rebound.
Off to Sarah Smith. Abigail Noble pump fake, gives it back to Smith. She'll shoot it. No good, and still scoreless. There's Smith. Here we go, Eldridge gives it up to Maggard.
Maggard working on Kidd. Crosses over. Jump shot, got it. A tough shot. And we got a timeout by Coach Brown. With 2:58 to go in the third, it's 41 Hazard, 30 Wolfe County. We'll take a 1 minute break. Listen to WJSN 97.3, your King of Mountain Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And welcome back to WJSN 97.3 here. It's Hazard 41, Wolfe County 30. Wolfe County needs to get a score here and to cut this lead, of course, to under double digits.
Miller gives it up to Abigail Noble. Tried to feed it inside. Back to Miller. No good on the 3, but Abigail Noble with the rebound.
Miller pump fake over to Kidd. Kidd. Hand off to Noble, shot no good.
And Cornett with the rebound. Knocked away by Kidd. Still will be Hazard ball.
As Hannah Wright gets ready to check into the game. 41-30. 2:25.
And Maggard's going to bring it up the floor.
Wolfe County just can't get anything going offensively.
No, they're struggling. Lewis gives it to Eldridge. Jump shot no good. Going to stay Hazard basketball.
2:14. Hazard up by 11. It's been about a 7 to 11 point lead most of this half.
It has. Hazard never really been threatened thus far. Maggard misses the little jump shot, and here comes Sarah Smith to Miller. Kidd, no, off the back rim, and Lewis had the rebound for Hazard, and knocked out by Wolfe County. As you said, the Lady Wolves struggling, from shooting the ball tonight.
You just cannot get anything to drop, but good credit to this 2-3 zone by Hazard.
Yeah, they are playing great defense, are the Lady Bulldogs.
And we got a foul on Wolfe County. Let's see who they give it to. Waiting for we got an official. They're going to talk here and see the discussions here. I wonder what it could be about. 41-30, 1:45 to play in the third quarter. Coach Brown does not like that decision.
No. I think they're going to get a Oh, as Eldridge will throw it into Maggard.
Maggard. Now guarded by Wright. And blocked by Banks.
Eldridge gets the rebound, puts it in, and is fouled. Big time play by Eldridge. Laura Eldridge.
Average 7 points a game here. Trying to add on to this lead, and she does.
Got the friendly roll.
44, 30. Wait for that. Make sure I said that right. Waiting for everything. I just hold on the fours. And this game's starting to get away from Wolfe County.
Yeah, they're starting to find themselves in a big deficit here as the lead has went up to 14.
Just finding a difficult time to get any kind of rhythm on offense. 1:26 to play, 44-30. 14-point lead for Hazard. Next game, Lance, is the Lady Owls of Owsley taking on the Lady Cougars of Letcher.
Lady Cougars of Letcher Central and the Lady Owls of Owsley County. One of the favorites, I would imagine. Gets it down low the Banks, out to Miller. Tries to get it to Smith, fires it to Abigail Noble.
Got to walk.
And she walked.
And then that same play all night long, and now decided to call the travel. The same move, 44-30, 70 seconds to play here in the third. 14-point lead for the Hazard Lady Bulldogs.
And
Maggard. As she
can pull it out, try to eat up a little bit of clock. Pulls up and drags it.
Now that's a hard shot at the guard.
It is. She gets down that baseline, 46-30 now. And Lewis, good defensive play.
The body language of Wolfe County is not the best right now.
No, Hazard senses they have maybe the Lady Wolves on the ropes here. 44 seconds to go in the third. Miller in the Banks.
Knocked out of bounds. They'll stay with Wolfe County, 46-30. 41.2 to play here in the third.
Maggard almost knocked that one away. Smith will handle it for the Lady Wolves. Picked up by Ramey.
Smith on the side. Cross court to
Kid. No good. And Maggard will get the board, and here she comes. Banks tried to cut her off, but she was able to dribble out, and they say she went over and back.
Yeah, good defense by Wolfe County.
Yes.
Caused that pressure. When she broke free, she stepped over for over-the-back violation. One of the few mistakes Maggard's made. 46-30, 23 seconds to go here.
And Ramey almost.
Oh, and got a foul probably on Maggard, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, on Maggard, yeah, the back court. 15 seconds, 46-30 here. Wolfe County needs a score in the worst way.
Yeah.
I scored 8 points this quarter.
Only 8 points. They had 13.
Yeah. Tied up at 13-13.
Yeah, after one. And 31-22 at the half. But thrown away, and here comes the.
And we got a lot of blue on that ball, the 50-50 ball. Hazard Lady Bulldogs on the floor.
Yeah.
And of course Banks on the floor too for Wolfe County.
Yeah.
46-35 seconds to go now, 5.4 seconds to go. As referees wiped up some perspiration on the floor.
Here goes Ramey, the inbound for the Lady Bulldogs. Gets it to Maggard. She drives, nice pass to Cornish. Beautiful dump to end the third quarter.
Nice pass.
And Hazard 48, Wolfe County 30. And we'll be back in 1 minute with more 14th Region Girls Basketball Tournament action.
What has changed out here? We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent field to hurricane, and from the telegram to the outfield. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. Care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only local bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
JSN 97.3 King of Mountain Sports. It's Hazard 48, Wolfe County 30 here to start the 4th quarter. Wolfe County will have the basketball. Wolfe County needs to score and score in a hurry. Hazard has played a good game so far. Maggart has put on a show, not only did her scoring, but her passing for Hazard. As Smith over to right, and she is on the baseline, double team. We got a foul on number 5. That's Maddie Frautpiffel. And that's her 4th foul, I think.
Me too, yeah.
7:51.
Banks gets it out to Kidd, who will drive, dumps it to Smith, out to Miller. And she gets that jumper. Yes, the 3 is good.
Here comes the full court pressure. Wolfe County needed that 3 in the worst way. Good shot by Miller. And here comes the Wolfe County pressure.
Ramey breaks it, tried to dump it down low. But Smith, I'm sorry.
And she is fouled. Looks like by number 20, foul on Alton Ramey of Hazard. 48-33. We got a timeout by Coach Howard. A full timeout. And we're going to take it with them. 7:21 to go in the game. It's 48 Hazard, 33 Wolfe County. The rest of the WJSN 97.3 Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Leslie County, and the first free throw by Smith is good. Trying to chip away at this lead. They've scored 4 quick here in the 4th quarter.
48-34.
Second one by Smith is good, and she's finally on the board.
First 2 points for Smith. And here comes that full court pressure of Wolfe County. Now we got a official timeout, and Maggart is injured. Let's see what's happened. Is she cramping or what?
Cramping, or maybe fell awkwardly, but she seems to be okay.
Trying to walk it off. I'll stop the clock at 7:17. And here we go. 48-35. Maggart shook it off and
puts it to Ramey.
Wolfe County trying to pressure the ball, trying to speed up this game.
Cornet to Everidge, no good. And Banks clears the board.
Good defense by Wolfe County. Kids shot, Rice shot no good. Rice had a difficult time tonight. They really have keyed on her. 48-35. 5:56 to go. Long pass. And as the loose basketball, and we got a foul probably on Lady Wolfe for a timeout. Let's see. No, foul. I thought they might have called the timeout, but they did not.
I did too. Instead, the Lady Wolves are tagged with another team foul, and Maggard looking inside the Hannah Cottle, and she just pushed off. Shelby Lewis comes in for the fall. Maddie and here comes Sarah Smith pushing it up the floor. Gets it to Kenzie Miller over to Hannah Kidd. She'll drive and tried to dump it down low.
And as Noble checks in, Kidd goes to the bench. 48-35. Banks in the corner. Over to Smith, back to Banks, back to Wright. Oh, he just dribbles out of bounds. Just dribbles out of bounds. It happens sometimes, that pressure.
Hit off her foot, just one of those plays that happens, unfortunately. Inside to Lewis, gets it to Maggard. She's going to drive, shoots, and got it. Abby Maggard connects. 50-35, Hazard leads with 6 to go in this game. Miller for 3 off the back of the iron, and rebounded by Maggard to Ramey, who pushes it to Everidge. They get it back to Maggard. He's going to say, oh, calm down.
Coach Brown wants that pressure defense, wants to speed up Hazard. Maggard's a very good basketball handler, so and she makes him pay. Yeah, it's hard to trap her.
It is, off the board. She scored 4 in a row now for the Lady Bulldogs. 52-35, Hazard leads Wolfe here in the fourth.
5:32 here. And to the free throw line will be Smith. Well, she hit 2 free throws earlier in the quarter. Smith. As she wears the face guard to protect her nose.
The refs were asking her, was the mask okay? She says yes, and the first one is good.
Smith shoots free throws about 77%. Has a unique shooting style.
She does. And here is her second attempt.
And gets it. Their 4th point. 52-37.
Maggard pushing it. She can stop and go on a dime. Can Maggard to Lewis, to Cottle. She's got the position and she gets it. 54-37, Hazard leads. 5:10 to go.
As Banks ball on the floor, layup, got it.
Nice.
Banks has played a good game.
By Jasmine Banks. And we've got a timeout.
So with 5:05 to play in the game, 54 Hazard, 39 Wolfe County. We can take a 1-minute break. This is WJSN 97.3 Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Leslie County as we are in the 14th Region Girls Basketball Tournament opening round action. The first game between Hazard and Wolfe County, and Hazard leads 54-39 with 4:55 to play.
As Maggart hustles that long pass.
And here she goes. Never stopped, pulls up and drains the jumper.
Like a layup for her, that jumper.
It is.
56-29 now. A 17-point lead for Hazard as Miller lets one fly. Looks good. That looked good from here, and she knocked it down.
She did. Nice three-point shot by Miller. Gets it inbound to Caudill. Back to Ramey. She's going to get it across the floor. Was going to shoot that, but good defense by Wright. Gets it to Maggart. In and out. And Naoma Noble cleared the board and gives it up to Smith.
Smith, who's giving the basketball.
Right for three. Got it.
So 3 3-point baskets for Wolfe County in this quarter. 56-45 now.
Maggart looking for a lane. Gives it to Ramey. In and out.
Noble with the rebound, and here comes Smith in a hurry. Smith trying to find a shooter. Miller, good.
Big time three.
Another 3-point basket, just like that.
It's 56-48, and Hazard needs a timeout. And
a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. This is WJSN 97.3. King of Mountain Sports.
Has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. A lot has
a big-time comeback here. They've connected on 3 threes here, and they put the lead down to 8. It is now 56-48 in favor of Hazard, and almost a steal by Wright. And
let's see what the call is. Is it Wolfe County's basketball or wait?
Trying to see here.
Wolfe County basketball. 56-48. This pressure from Wolfe County has caused Hazard some problems here.
It has. And here's Smith.
And the Miller knocked away by Maggart. And it'll be Wolfe County's basketball at 3:34. 56-48. Smith directs the offense. Right. Spots up. Got it. Another 3-point basket. 56-51. What a game this turned out to be.
Maggart to Caudill. No good. Gets a rebound. Puts it back in.
Won't stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding, yes, for right now. And here's Smith back to Wright. She's hot in that corner.
58-54.
And Maggart is fouled.
Hazard may want to think about picking up full court pressure here on the man, guarding these shooters.
Yeah, absolutely.
My goodness. 58-54. Down 17 2 minutes ago.
And now only trailed by 4 with 3 minutes left.
As Maggart looked at the free throw line. 58-54, trailed by 17 3 minutes ago.
And here we go. Abby Maggart at the line trying to keep the Bulldogs lead, and she misses the front of the 1-and-1. And here we go. Wolfe County pushing it to Miller. She's hot too. Got it. 58-57. What a display by the Lady Wolves here in the fourth quarter.
Layup
Falls misses the layup.
Smith with the rebound. Wolfe County can take the lead.
Hazard has fallen apart here in the fourth.
And Wright probably should have shot that. Kidd over to Banks. And she's fouled, no call.
And here we go.
58-57.
Gets it to Ramey, and
what a turn of events here at the Eagles Nest.
Yes.
And we'll take a 58-57, now 17, 2.5 minutes to go. We'll take a 1 minute break, a timeout by Hazard. This is the WJSN 97.3 Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
To the Eagles Nest here on the campus of Leslie County High School, where the Wolfe County Lady Wolves, who struggled in the third quarter, couldn't find the basket, or is on fire here in the fourth quarter as Miller and Wright have connected on about 7 threes.
They have struggled mightily here the first 3.5 quarters, but caught on fire here as this pressure has caused Hazard some problems.
It has, and Elbridge gets that one to fall.
Yeah, she backed Kidd down on the block. 60-57, a lot of basketball left to play. 2 minutes to play here as Hazard, I think she finally went man-to-man. Oh, it
almost turned it over to Wright.
Smith, a layup, and she's fouled. And that will go in and count the basket.
She can tie it up.
60-59. Smith, a good free throw shooter, hasn't missed one tonight. Have an opportunity to convert the three-point play, but more importantly, tie this one up here.
Tie this one up.
It's off.
It's off. We could tell from here, and Hazard lets it go out, and they'll take over possession 60-59.
Hazard was in full control for 3.5 quarters.
They were with about 6 minutes to go. They had a 17-point lead, and she's fouled. Ramey is maybe by Noble or Wright.
And let's see who they get the foul to. No, they don't get the fouls on the scoreboard, so we can't tell, as number 20, Autumn Ramey, looks at the free throw line, and 8th grader. So pressure on this young lady here.
She was fouled. Hazard maintaining a 1-point lead, and she hits it.
She'll have one more.
Big time nerves there by the youngster Ramey. Pull up there at the line, and she hits the first
61-59.
She hits the second one, 62-59. Hazard leads.
The sideline break they always run as Wright.
Wright picked up by Maggard. Gives it to Miller, back to Wright.
As
Smith drove but lost the handle to Miller for three, way off on that one.
Should have went for a 2-pointer, Lance, an easy 2-point basket.
Yes.
Plenty of time for a 3-point, plenty of time.
Yeah, we still got a minute and a half left to go. Wolfe County kind of rushing things, gets it to Pottle, over to Ramey.
So we got pressure, she's dribbling all over the court here, trying to find Maggard, and she's found her. Maggard going to the rim.
And I think she might have been fouled by Wright.
A touch foul by Wright. Probably should have been no call. As Maggard looked to the free throw line. She missed a few earlier, Lance.
She did. She missed the front end of a 1-and-1. The last time she was at the line, and she's back for a 1-and-1 once again. 62-59. Hazard clinging to a 3-point lead after leading by 17, and she hits 63-59 now.
Big free throws here by Maggard.
Yeah. And she gets the roll.
Shot those free throws in rhythm. 5-point lead now. 80 seconds to go. Still plenty of time for Wolfe County.
Yeah, Wolfe County doesn't need to really rush, but they can't spend a lot of time dribbling. And Banks with a nice move inside, 64-61.
3-point lead for Hazard. Maggard now at the front court.
Up the court. She's going to, somebody needs to come out and get her.
We'll try to foul her.
Just gets it to Thompson, back to Maggard. Over to Ramey.
Now they're going to foul, try to foul. Oh, wow.
Beautiful play to Cottle, and she lays it in.
A communication breakdown defensively. 5-point lead now.
Paying too much attention to Maggard and fell asleep down low, did the Lady Wolves.
As Banks wants the basketball. Kidd
driving, throws it to right. Didn't have a good handle on that release.
Banks takes the ball away and knocked out of bounds by Hazard. 21 seconds. 21.8 seconds as Wolfe trails by 5 in the closing seconds here. Need to get a quick score. Smith
throws it into Smith. Time running off the clock. Right, trying to drive. Good defense by Cottle. Banks walk, no call though.
And she's fouled. 66-61. And Banks has been consistent all game and the foul on Cottle, I think they said.
I think so, yeah, number 30, Hannah Cottle. And Cornett will come in for Cottle.
Big free throws here by Banks. And what we thought, Lance, would be a blowout win for Hazard. That's how fast the tables turn as Banks hits the free throw. 4-point lead now, 66-62. Choose to make this one. Of course, Wolfe County will put full court pressure on, going for the steal and a quick foul. Got it.
Banks got it now, 66-63. Here we go. Inbound to Everidge.
Got to foul her, and they do.
They do foul with 7.6.
Big free throws here by Everidge. And on the year, she shoots free throws at a percentage of, if I'm a little by stats, Average shoots at 65%. Big free throws for this young lady.
Big time free throws. Hazard clinging to a 3-point lead here. 7.6 to go. The first one is no good.
And now Wolfe County has to box out. A lot of pressure on this young lady.
Yeah, absolutely. If she hits this one, Hazard will be in a good position, though. Average getting ready to shoot it.
Takes her time.
Lets it go and drains it.
Wolfe County's got to score in a hurry now.
Yeah, that makes it a 2-possession game. And Kia dribbling, dumps it down low to Banks.
That's going to do it.
And that will do it.
And
Hazard's going to hold on to win this one. What, as you said, appeared to be a blowout. They were in for the fight of their lives in the fourth quarter, but they hang on to win it through the Lady Bulldogs, 67-63 over the Lady Wolves of Wolfe County.
Let's take a 2-minute break. Get some stats here. 2-minute break. This is WJSN 97.3 Kingdom Mountain Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.